Hello and welcome everybody to Heaven on Earth if you're a spectator and Hell on Earth if you're a driver. We're here at Monaco for round 2 of MRL season 10 here in tier 3, and I'm your host Dutch Raven, as Tilla is currently still in the tier 4 race, so he will be joining us as quali goes on, I believe. But let's go and look at this track map. It's a 3.3 kilometer circuit, just 2 miles, which takes you around an entire country And lots of elevation changes as well. No heroics into Xander VOD. And with that being said, let's get into quali. As we have CJT on an out lap. He is going to be the first one to set a lap. I am not hearing the game sound, so that might need to go up. There we go. I hope that is a little bit better. Let's get everything on. There we go. So CJT is gonna be the first man to pull out a lap time. He's the first one to leave the pits. He makes his way around the final corner to start his lap. Got through turn 1 very nicely. Didn't get held up by the Alpine. Now into I don't even know what this is called if I'm completely honest, but we're now heading down into Maribel. Sector 1 has been done in 18.6 seconds as he now heads towards the hairpin. It's quite a tricky hairpin, very tricky to get the right line through there. It's a beautiful exit here onto the tunnel. And heading towards the Noval chicane. As I see Sean has joined the session. We'll see if we can get him into the Discord in a moment. As CJT is about to complete the first lap into Rescas. Nice and tidy. Really trying to use every inch that this track has to give, and he goes for 10.7 on the first lap. And it looks like Sako Lactaco is going to be the next one, as Kiss My Ex is already retired. That happened in Sector 1. It's not going to be doing the Mercedes. Oh, I say that as I think everybody's crashing into each other here. So we'll stay on board with Sako, and there is CJT as Mod goes fastest with a 10.2. I think CJT just got caught out by the McLaren there. As we have another slow McLaren of Echo Alex in front here. Oh, this is not what Speedy wanted.
Hello.
Hello, he's in. He is in.
I am in the game, I am in the Discord, I am ready.
He's ready to rock and roll.
Have I missed much, Dutchy?
Just 2 cars crashing out.
oh my god, CJ and like crashed into each other?
Kiss My Ex lost it first after, I don't actually know what it's called, but it's the left right after the uphill. Kiss My Ex lost it there, and Casino, that's it. And I think CJT just got caught up by him or ran into the back of him. It's one of the two.
Do you know if they were both on push laps, or CJ was on a push lap?
CJ was on a cooldown lap at that point.
I see.
I think he just got caught out. PK only a half a tenth behind Mod. As MP Jacobson was on the mediums, okay.
It is looking very dark around Monaco, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's been raining all day here, at least in Tier 5 it has.
Yeah,
so maybe the rain has come back to haunt tier 3 as well. As we jump on board with Sharky for his first flying lap. Going into the casino, as I know the name of this corner.
I think it's casino. Not confirmed.
18.7 in the first sector. Speedy goes
Their
quickest
first
with a
flat.
10.0. Jesus.
Mod is just about to cross the line for his second flyer, I believe. Very marginal improvement from Mod.
I'm on board with Sharky as he heads in to back. Going through the swimming pool chicane now. That's probably a fake purple sector 2, but we'll see how it stacks up after Rescas here. Tries to minimize every inch that this place has to give. And might actually, he's not going to be going pole, he's going to be getting into the top 10 though with an 11.2.
It is what I hate about Monaco, is even though it looks so perfect, it's just about carrying speed through the slow sections. His final sector was pretty good there.
His final sector was pretty good. It's probably this little section that I'm in with Dan right now that he probably lost the time as he looked to be a little bit squirrely out of or going into the tunnel. Dan is coming to the end of sector 2 just into the Noval chicane. And it's looking like a pretty decent lap, but of course it always does. And he's half a second up from his own time. And he might encounter a little bit of traffic. No, it just stays out of the way.
There you go, Alex goes 3 tenths faster.
Dan comes up to the line to go 7th.
How did your race go today, Dutchy?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, not another one.
It's another one. I messed up my strategy so bad. I could have still even got points, but then I went on to softs on the wet track and no.
Worth a try.
Well, the only positive I can take is that I now served my penalty of 5 seconds, so I'm going into China with a clean
fresh
sheet.
Start next week. Fresh start.
Exactly.
By the way, Henry looks very quick here. He's done a very good first sector from what I... Oh, doesn't matter. He is aborted. Ignore everything I have said.
I've just seen that.
We didn't have a safety car until about lap 20 maybe. Which is quite crazy.
That is quite crazy. Usually, well, in tier 5, as you could see, there was chaos within the first 10 laps. I managed to go from, it was, I think, 15th to 10th in one corner. Just by avoiding everything.
Well, that is the scary thing. It's either going to be really boring, just sitting behind everyone and you can't get past, or it's going to be chaotic and you just get caught up in something.
Yeah, and even sitting behind people is very, very difficult around this track, because they are probably braking a little bit earlier than you expect them to, which means you just give them a tap in the back, which unsettles their car, makes them go wide, slows you up even more, or what happened with me is you can just take the position and don't talk about it.
Get lucky. Jacobson goes quicker. But I'll tell you what, qualifying is really, really, really difficult around this place. I didn't actually realize how hard it was.
Yeah,
Speedy, I think, is he going for his... Speedy's going for his second, see if he can get into the 9s. I'm very surprised no one's in the 9s yet. AK, he is also on a flyer.
Yeah, I'm on board with Speedy. He's marginally up through sector 1. And he has a little bit of a slide going into the hairpin, which doesn't give him the ideal line. Still gets through it semi-okay though.
Nice wide entry into the tunnel.
We'll see if that little slide has cost him time come the end of sector 2. That Nova chicane is also so tricky to get right, because if you turn in too much, you'll catch the rear end, and now he's down on his own time, 2/10. It's going to be difficult to make that up within the last sector.
Just coming to the chicane now.
He's also marginally down on his time.
He has nearly found a 10th now.
Yeah, as Mod goes a little bit quicker to put him into P4. Hello, Nicky G. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Oh, AR process into the 9s, first guy.
109.963, just about a 10 faster. A little bit under than Speedy, who pulls it into the pits. Beast is also on an outlap, so he's coming into sector 3 now to start his lap.
I wonder if AK is on another flyer? No, not enough ERS.
Catching is, he's a 10th down coming out of sector 2. And he's invalidated.
There is a lot of penalties around here, surprisingly, as well. A lot. I'm not too sure about your race, but we had quite a lot of 3 seconds and 6 seconds.
Yeah, I had 9. We also had a wet race, so it wasn't ideal.
Yeah, that's your let off. That's okay. That's fair enough. Whilst everyone is in the pits, I'm going to get the chat up.
Yeah, Beast just gone through sector 1, has a 10th improvement.
Oh, look at that. You've got my beautiful wee picture again, Dutchy. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, luckily I'm able just to keep it there after the last time, so...
Oh, it wasn't too much work.
It's actually easier for me to put a picture in, because it makes sure I don't have to do window capture with Discord. So, it's amazing. As Beast is now coming to the end of sector 2 through the swimming pool chicane, left, right, up 4 tenths, which might mean he grabs pole if he gets a good enough sector 3. What doesn't bin it.
Very good.
Very close to the wall though as well.
Smooth.
You kind of have to be.
9-7.
There we go. He did lose a little bit of time in sector 3. Lost about a 10th there. As Mod is now starting his lap. He will maybe encounter a little bit of traffic with a Ferrari on a slow lap ahead. But the Ferrari gets out of the way beautifully. So, what do you think this race is gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be a snooze fest where everybody is sitting behind each other, or do you think we're gonna see absolute carnage, people chopping off their wings, crashing out left, right, and center like we did in Tier 4 or Tier 5?
Well, from last week, from what I saw, there's a lot of calm heads here. A lot of guys are very smart and very patient, and you know they don't do anything silly. There was a few side-by-side moments that went wrong. But it's going to be another Monaco case, Dutchy. It's going to go down to the last 10 laps, maybe, or a safety car restart, and someone's going to think, right, I've had enough. And I think the start, if there's no carnage, I don't think there will be carnage for a very long time in this.
There we go. Marta's just gone quicker, but Alex, Echo Alex goes even quicker right behind him. A 6.9, getting him the pole position at the moment. And is there anybody outside the top 5 that you think could still challenge for pole? Because there is quite a big gap behind Speedy. AK is 3 tenths behind him.
Yeah, it's like it's qualifying in Monaco. It's so tricky. It's so hard. Gary, has he had a whoopsie? Gary has had a whoopsie. Gary has DNF'd.
Yeah, that's outside of the casino. I think he's just got a tank slapper on and smashed it into the wall.
I would say AK is obviously a 10-2, much quicker than a 10-2. Fatweed was very quick around as well, around Brazil. BK as well, actually, all of these guys were so competitive around Brazil. They all kept with each other. Wait, it was Brazil last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe it's just the pressure of trying to get that perfect lap with the walls being so close, and you only have 3 or 4 attempts, basically.
Yeah. Well, for me today, personally, I was well into the mid-9s whenever I was practicing. which is crazy pace. And then today I couldn't get a low 10. I just was not pushing hard enough. I was too scared.
Yeah, in the social races I was doing, I said my best lap time was an 11:9 in quali, and in quali today I couldn't do better than an
Yeah, you couldn't get
12:8.
close.
So I'm on board with BK now. He's just coming through the tunnel.
Is he pushing? I don't think so.
I think he's pushing. It sure looks like. Oh no, he's
No,
he's
not
he's
anymore. If
bailed
he
out.
was.
He broke too late and was like, well, nope. He's catching
Has
the
Cajun had
tire.
a whoopsie? He has.
Oh, Mod is also definite. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. Oh, we're getting into the final minute of qualifying.
Yeah,
Echo
this is
Alex
where
is
it gets
still in the
serious.
pit, so he's very confident.
Oh, saving a set, hopefully.
Mod and Beast are both out to try and improve their time and snatch that pole away from him. Beast does go very wide after the on the hairpin. Oh, there's a Mercedes with no front wing in front of him.
AK is looking very quick here. Oh, wow. I missed the sector time for AK, but AK looks like has to be an improvement. That was crazy.
He's 5/10 up and he gets to second by 3 thousandths of a second.
That final sector was absolutely fantastic. Beautiful.
Yeah, Maud is not gonna get it. He's 3/10 down.
Beast is starting his last lap.
There's around 5 seconds to spare. He just made it.
Has Speedy improved? Yes, P3.
Top 4 within a 10th.
Ponju coming around the last corner now as well. Oh, little slide on the exit. No improvement for Ponju. Big improvement from Dan. He does get the wall, little love tap. Nice wide entry, carries the speed through. Dan's about to cross the line. Up to P9 for Dan.
Just ahead of Panju, nicely into the top 10 for the Big Mac Dan, the Alpine driver.
Lots of little love taps going on. I'm liking it. Jacobson's about to cross the line. No improvement.
That we'd across the line. This could be no improvement.
Okay,
Beast is also no improvement. So that is the grid. Echo Alex with the ego retire keeps it on pole. AK 3,000 behind
very
him.
Close, yeah.
Speedy half a 10th away from them, and Mod just a 10th away from them. And then Beast running out the top 5, a 10th and a half behind them. That is so important for Alex to get the pole here, because that's gonna give him a free rundown into turn 1.
Well, you like to think so. Hopefully, with Echo Alex having the ego retirement, I think that means there's no rain. If there was rain, I think he would have used all his softs.
Well, it might start dry, it might go wet, it might start wet, it might go dry. So in tier 5, it was supposed to go dry towards the end. It just never did. I'm seeing in chat we have a overcast race, so there will be probably no rain.
Thank you, Freddy.
Henry is saying that the back is better than the front, which I kind of agree with. But at the same time, if you're at the back, you need to avoid the incidents. If you're at the front, you can just drive away from the incident.
Does that go for females as well, Henry? Or is that just in F1? Wait, Henry, you're meant to be racing, mate.
So luckily for these drivers, it's at least a dry start to the race.
You see, starting on the outside is so bad. Starting on the outside is the worst case scenario here for Monaco. You just get pit into that first wall at turn 1. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and if you have a bad getaway as well, you have that car up the inside, there's just no way. There's just no place you can go.
I wonder if we will have anyone starting on the softs.
Well, I was thinking about it, starting on the softs and then going on to mediums till the end of the, or mediums to hards until the end of the race. But then the weather had other ideas, so that plan didn't really do much. So we go here. We have 4 or 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Echo Alex gets an amazing start. AK defends his position, Speedy defends his position. They're side by side coming through turn 1. And everybody looks to be
beautiful.
Okay. No major crashes, no major contact into turn 1. As BK taps Fatweed. And Fatweed loses the rear. BK doesn't dive it up the inside. Are we gonna see some move mates? No. Oh, but there's a little car park here at the...
Oh my god! I think Sharky has just done the best 2 overtakes I've ever seen.
That was amazing.
I have clipped that. Sharky has just went around the outside of 2 cars on the hairpin. That was unbelievable. And here we go. I think we've got a clean lap 1. Hopefully Fatweed doesn't have any damage. You said he got a little love tap, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a little love tap from behind by BK. But everybody has looked to make it through cleanly. No, Sharky pits. X-Man also pits. And MB Jacobson pits. So Alfa Romeos are going to be double stacking as Echo Alex is under huge pressure from AK here. Going into Mirabeau.
Oh wow, even you know all the corner names. I know like 2.
Well, I know a couple, not all of them.
There seems to be enough gaps here too. Quite a few. Well, I suppose they're going that slow. They can't make it back up. And this is kind of it now, Dutchy. This is kind of what Monaco is about. We just wait now until the carnage.
The carnage unfolds. Somebody makes a mistake. Somebody hits the wall, chops off their wing.
When everyone's on pace, getting faster lap. Whenever everyone is kind of on the fresher tires, as we have Fatweed pitting for a new front wing, I'll stay on and see here. Yeah, new front wing for Fatweed. Nothing really happens until there's a difference in tires or a difference in front wing. It's very hard to... As Ponju is keeping CJT behind, there's a Williams sandwich there, and CJ keeps having little looks down the inside.
Well, we do have a little bit of a tire difference because Speedy is on the soft tires.
Yes, he is. And I'm surprised he's not looking to try and make a move on, but I would...
Oh, catch him! Catch him! What a move!
Did he get him through the hairpin?
No, just after he caught CJ napping.
With yellows.
And I think that's Speedy who has, I think, hit the inside wall of the Novel chicane there and is now struggling to get out of the way.
Yeah, there's not much you can do, Speedy, mate. You're just gonna have to chill. Oh, that's a shame.
But
and it looks like he has his wing. He's got everything intact.
But that move from Ketchen was sensational. Just after that happened, he probably got a better run. I didn't really see that, but I just see him diving down the inside. And Ponjo let's Ketchen pass now, as Ketchen is on the faster tire. So good team play here from the Williams boys. As we need some points.
I think D-Master did pretty good today for you. I think D-Master did good.
I saw he was in the top 5. I didn't really see where he finished, but...
Oh, where did I finish? He finished P6, I believe. So it's a start.
It's a start as X-Man gets the fastest lap with an 11.7 on soft tires.
Speedy will be kicking himself on the soft tires up in P3. He was in a very, very good spot.
He was looking very quick as well. Someone who's also looking very quick is...
there's a front wing gone.
Oh, we've got a stranded car! That's AK and more, and... Somebody's just run into the back of him.
I think it was Mod. AK had clipped his wing, and Mod didn't see it. I don't think Mod saw the yellow flags and didn't slow down. I think he ran into the back of the AK.
It sure looked like that. Mod is staying out on track. BK does pit. Is there going to be for a wing change? Yes, it is.
Mod is okay. I was on Beast's POV. I kind of saw it happen in front of him.
Yeah, I just saw that little M plate fly across the track, and then I saw a tire fly across the track.
Yeah. By the way, I will say, Dutchy, I am in the middle of a storm right now. So if I randomly DC, that is why.
Well, you're not the only one. It's also storming right here.
Oh,
so
we can both DC together, mate.
Yeah, if the stream all of a sudden crashes out, you know what happened.
Yeah, I can literally hear it outside my house. It is looking reckless.
Ooh, BK gets a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car.
Oh. There you go, and the DSC goes away too. That's bad timing. He probably tried to catch it. Did anyone get a good... Yeah, everyone stayed nice and close. It's kind of hard to get a little pull away under the VSC in Monaco, isn't it? Oh, CJ has a whoopsie. CJ just hit the wall with his... and he's lost the gap to Ponju. I don't think there's any damage for CJ though.
He's lost the gap. He's also gained back the gap. Because he is right on the tail of Ponju once again.
Yeah. Heart in the mouth moment for CJ. Henry also very close to kiss my axe.
And this battle for the lead is about to pop off with Alex, Mod and Beast being within a second of each other, and Beast already had to
all
take...
it takes is sitting behind, you know, if they just sit behind Alex for a few laps, that brings process into it without realising it. The small little time just sitting behind the car, you don't realise how detrimental it is. But you know, there's nothing else you can do about it, you just have to sit behind.
Yeah, Mod does need to pick up the pace a little bit though, as he is falling out of DRS right now.
I think Ekel Alex, same as Brazil, I think he's just got a bit too much pace for a full race with no safety cars. There you go, he's brought it straight back, and has he got it? This is very, very tight. No, he doesn't have DRS.
Sponju is still defending his defending P7 for his life right now on those hard tires.
BK goes into the pits. Does Ferrari have another front wing on standby? Oh, this is for his drive-through.
Oh, and Ketchen is about to go up the inside of Dan. And makes the move stick.
Moves. Is Dan going to fight it back? No, Dan's leaving it. It is very tempting at the hairpin, isn't it? It is very, very tempting.
It is. I almost did it a couple of times, but just had to back out every single time.
I wonder what Beast is thinking. I wonder if Beast is quite happy and content chilling here if Mod can keep with Echo. Or is Base going to try and get the run? Because, you know, it's not a very long straight.
I think as long as
Mod's
Mod is
comfortably in
within a
DRS.
second of Alex,
Yeah.
he's happy to stay behind. But once he gets to 1.5 seconds, I think that's when Beast really wants to get this move done.
There's more moves. Dan goes into the pits, so I wonder, did Dan get any damage? He did. There's a front wing on standby for Dan.
I wonder if that has got anything to do with the move from Ketchin. It looked clean, but there might have been a little bit of contact.
Ketchin is on a roll, Monaco.
Yeah, he's making... who says you can't overtake at Monaco?
Let's see. Position change. Guess my axe has gained 10. Ketchin's gained 6. 9 for KDM. Per Speedy. I'm still... Speedy must have locked up maybe, potentially, I'm not too sure.
Oh, Dan had damage before Ketchin overtook. It was self-inflicted.
I see.
As Mod is kind of losing touch with Echo Alex. It's just... Echo is eking out a 10th every lap, and then... on the...
Well, look at Mod's ERS. He is pushing. He's on 21 ERS at the minute. He's really low trying to...
Yeah, and Echo and Beast are both saving.
And there you go, the gap was 2 seconds, now it's 1.3. Process is going to be in this little DRS train. And obviously the closer the better. These safety cars, you never know.
Exactly. Williams are doing quite a good job at the moment, with Panju just defending, holding everybody back, and giving Ketchin the gap, as he has 12 seconds of clear air to run into.
Henry has boxed as well. Either he got some damage or he was fed up being stuck behind. The optimal, like, ridiculous undercut is like lap 15, 16 around here.
Smart made a mistake because he's all of a sudden 2 seconds behind.
He is 1.8, yes. Both end plates are intact, but Beast is gonna... Well, Beast is probably gonna have a little look here, mate.
Beast looks to be quite close. Doesn't get the exit though.
After turn 1 is also a very good spot. The overspeed you carry is ridiculous.
But if Mar just keeps it in the middle of the track, there's nowhere he can go.
Now.
He might have to try it into Mirabeau here. But he's just too far back for it.
And there you go, look at Process. Process is in the DRS now.
You see Beast trying some different lines to get some extra extra speed out of the corners. But Mars is just doing really well defending right now, defending this P2 that he has.
Oh, is he going for it? Oh.
Had a little look.
Trying to get a mistake out of Mod. Henry did get the undercut on Kiss My Axe, by the way.
Yeah, he's now just in front.
Which, the small little things like that, always Punchy gets a warning. At that chicane that I don't know the name of, that you will tell me now.
The Novel chicane.
There we go, God, I'm so smart. All I know is Rascas mate for a dive bomb, that's it.
If you get an amazing run, then yes.
Swimming pool and Rascas, that's all I know.
But it's also a very weird corner because there's one line basically. Realistically there's only one line through that corner.
X-Man, he's got his first penalty, and that was at the same place, I believe, from what I can tell.
Looks like it. But it does seem that Panju is struggling a little bit on these hards.
Here we go, has Speedy just genuinely got Gary? He has. Speedy just got Gary up into Casino on his fresh mediums. I'm intrigued now to see Beast coming out of this last corner.
It just looks
Oh,
like Mod is
has
able.
a fantastic exit. Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like Mod is able to extract a couple of tenths out of those last two corners. And just get away from him by 2 more tenths, which means Beast can't do anything.
Ooh, CJ has had a little look at Punji. And again, maybe. We might see a move from CJ here in Punji very, very soon. He's right on the gearbox.
Yeah, he's even weaving to break the slipstream. Doesn't really get the exit to trying to move down into Mirabeau. And at some point you're just gonna have to get creative with moves. You just gotta have to catch them off guard in order to make a move really work. Oh, CJ almost wanted to go up the inside of the back there as Punju looks like he hit the wall.
Yeah, he did. I think I saw an end plate.
And yeah, it looks like he's wing damage. He's lost an end plate. Is he gonna pit straight away? Yes, he is.
Yes, he has. The bonus is the undercut is unbelievably strong around here. Even though he is changing the wing, it's worth it. For them extra few laps, it is worth it.
And now CJT has a 9-second gap to catch in P5. So Punju has done an amazing job by just holding back the pack.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
he let Ketchen through too earlier. He just let him through. He knew he was faster and it's smart. That was very nice of him. He's still on the back of Mod, and the gap is just getting bigger and bigger. Echo Alex he's cooking.
yeah, Echo Alex is firmly in the zone at the moment.
The flow state.
I'm actually kind of wondering how consistent his lap times are, because I imagine they're very consistent.
Oh, we have a X-Man is out. That is another VSC.
As Beast just pits while that happens.
That is up at Casino. God, that's quite lucky the car went away, because Echo Alex just came up to it.
So that's our second retirement of the day.
It is a full safety car. Thank you, Kayla. You can see the safety cars out in the map. I've got the VSC bug on my screen.
Yeah, same. As all Beast nearly runs into it. I don't think he was expecting the safety car to be there.
And I assume we're going to see everyone change tyres.
Yep, Ketchen has already been into the pits. He's just come out ahead of Fatweed.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if guys like Dan pit. Dan or Fatweed, if they think, you know, we can take another tyre to the end, potentially.
Well, first up to get into the pits would be our leader, Echo Alex. Is he gonna dive it in? Yes, he is. Mod also dives it in. Process also dives it in. McLaren are gonna double stack here. And with the safety car being out, I imagine these top three will stay the same. And it's gonna be hard ties until the end for everybody. Oh no, Beast. Is he gonna get processed? He is.
Happy days. He didn't suffer too much then, because that was quite unfortunate. That was what happened to Alex last week. As soon as Alex pitted, the safety car came out.
Fatweed does pit, Dan stays out.
I like that move from Dan.
Well, it's a safety car right now. It's a full safety car, and Pack is gonna be bunched up. So he's probably thinking there's gonna be some more chaos, at least in the next 5 laps after the safety car comes in. And he isn't really wrong for thinking that, I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's a smart move. Like I said, it's, you know, the end of the Monaco race is where things get really, when guys get desperate and you're scared about getting dive bombed. Like as soon as guys are on softer tires, they just think the gaps get bigger, but they don't.
Kiss my ex is retired.
Oh, yeah, I can see it on the map. Top of Casino.
He's lost it under the safety car. That's probably just, I guess, a loss of traction because your car can get quite floaty up through there.
Yeah, cold tires too. Oh, that's a shame. Rip axe.
Oh, Monaco claims another victim. As I call it, the heaven on earth for the spectators, but hell on earth for the drivers.
Yeah. Across all 6 tiers, how many DNFs do you reckon we'll have?
Across all
so
6.
What is it? 6 times 20. Well, 6 twos, 120 drivers.
From 120 drivers, I reckon.
I'm instantly thinking like 60 in total. And no, because tier 1 and 2 is pretty good.
Yeah,
45.
that's what I'm thinking. So.
No, 47. That's my final answer. I'm gonna count it after the tier 1 race.
Okay, I am gonna go a little bit higher than you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with 51.
I think we're both wrong. I think it's gonna be a lot lower.
See, I think here in tier 3, we're probably gonna see a couple more crashes, but then in tier 2 and 1, they might all finish.
I don't know how many was in your tier.
9 people.
Okay.
I finished 11th out of 11, so.
I didn't even check.
I agree. I think Ericsson hit X as well. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Haas are in the mud. Both cars out of the race. No points for them today.
Edge, I love Edge, right? There's nothing more I love than Edge. Death taxes and Edge. I didn't see him the whole race today. And in the last few laps, my little buddy, he was right behind me as usual. That actually made my day. Every single race touchy we qualify right beside each other. I was so happy to see him today. I didn't see him once throughout the race. I thought that was kind of crazy. That's another Monaco thing.
Probably, yeah. Well, it all worked out in the end, I guess.
I mean, we were both like P8 and P9, but hey, who cares?
Well, at least you got points.
Yes. Well, hopefully. I did get sent a clip there now, and I thought I got rear-ended, but it was just desync, so hopefully I didn't desync into anyone today. I don't think I did, but you never know. EA.
Oh, he says he wasn't last 90% of the race.
Oh.
Well, you weren't in the last 10% of the race, which is the part that matters.
Even under the safety car, I tried to give Edge a little wiggle. I gave him like a little hello. Did an Edge and give him a little quite soft.
So, how do you think Dan is gonna do here? Having not pitted, everybody behind him on fresh hearts?
Well, I think the Big Mac Daniel, I think Dan is a very smart man. Don't know if I'd say smart, he's a wise man, and I know he will defend wisely up until the next safety car. It depends if Speedy is patient enough and doesn't, force a move. I know for a fact Dan can sit around this P5, P6, P7 region and hope for a safety car. He won't drop too far back, I know that.
Looks like it's all clean at the back of the field, no accordion effect as of yet. As Echo Alex has bolted. And he takes Mod and Beast with him. And Beast staying very close to Mod. Very nice job by him. Can he get a run into turn 1? Well, he's tried to, and he got a 3-second time penalty for it.
He'll be kicking himself. I think he had the same incident last week too. And they all look pretty clear here. I love the spectator cam at the hairpin, by the way. I love it.
It's amazing. When you get that overhead shot.
Yeah. Guys are still coming down to the hairpin now at the minute. Everyone seems to be, yeah, nice and clean.
Yeah, everybody behaving themselves so far.
We do, however, have Beast, who knows he's quicker than Mod. He's still in the same place. Fatwade gets speedy. Dan nearly caught up on it. Fatwade's had to let off massively to get the line to Speedy.
Yeah, it looked like Dan got a little bit loosey-goosey coming out of the chicane as Speedy hits the wall.
No damage. Speedy's okay. But you can see the gap forming already. Oh, it's such a shame AK's out as well. AK looked fantastic.
Oh, Beast is trying to move.
Just as Pog said in chat there, Mod needs to get out of the way, and he's going for it. He's let him past. Right, there you go, Pogs. There is one part of it done.
Now Beast needs to get his head down and do some quality laps to...
Oh, Sacco and CJ. Side by side through the hairpin. Sacco gets him. That's my Ferrari teammate, cooking. Fatweed on the back of Dan. He sent it. He's going for it.
Oh, a little bit of contact. And there goes the wing of Fatweed.
Very 50-50. That seems like a Monaco thing. Wow, he's lost the full wing.
Yeah, it looks like they were both trying to give each other space, but...
Now, I'm kind of lost because it's a VSC for us on the second safety car.
Yeah.
There you go. Dan pits. It's not a bad time to pit. Smart thinking. Now you probably just stay out in the hards. Mod's pitted as well. New front wing. See how badly that hurts him. And we're back racing again. I wonder, does that VSC? It's a VSC for us. I wonder, does that count as a safety car? But we don't know if they saw VSC as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, VSCs also count as safety cars, so we've used up three already. There's only 2 left, I believe.
You know what? Beast actually got... That is crazy. It's 1.6 now. The gap was 2.3, I think.
Yeah, Beast is looking quite quick.
Yeah, I do agree with Monaco in the chat. I think that was just very fair racing. I don't think Dan intentionally... The gap maybe pushed him into the corner of the wall, but I don't think anything was intentional or anything was...
Well, I mean, it's Monaco. It's difficult to go side by side. It's difficult to drive around on your own, let it go with another car beside you, so... I just think both drivers were trying to give each other space and unfortunately ended up in each other's path.
Here, look at how fast Beast is, by the way.
Yeah, he's just caught up Alex by a second in the last 2 sectors. Or almost a second, and he's now within the RS range. But the thing is, now that he's caught up, he's probably gonna be stuck again.
This is another task, yeah. And look at the gaps. Loads and loads of gaps here. No one's really that close. CJ is still on the back of Sacco. And Punji is on that train as well.
Albeit with a 3-second time penalty.
I think Echo Alex has just teased him a little bit.
Maybe he's realized that Beast closed in a lot and is just starting to pick up the pace again. After nursing the ties a little bit.
He does comfortably get the RSO. Not close enough to even think about having a look. KDM. and CJ both having a little love tap on the wall I saw on stream there.
Yep. Oh, KDM, another tap on the wall, which allows Gary to get right behind him.
That AlphaTauri must just be made of titanium. Must just be a tank.
Because I don't think he's any damage. Looks to have both of his end plates.
And look at the gap now between Alex and Beast.
Yeah, Alex has definitely put on the turbos, flexing his muscles.
Beast still hasn't given up though. Beast is still going.
Yeah, and Beast is also driving away from the process, as he's now 2 seconds behind. Of course, Beast does need to push, as KDM gets a 3-second time penalty for pushing a little bit too hard.
Oh, he's slid again. Yeah, he's pushing. Jacobson on the back of BK here too. BK no DRS. Coming out of Raskas, he goes deep.
Oh, slows up both cars, dives it into the pits. Speedy has caught up to Ketchen, as we have a yellow in sector 3 that is for Fatweed. No.
Fatweed has just retired.
So it was for him then, I guess.
Monaco will not be a happy one. You should never retire. As a wise Giants fan once said, never retire.
At least not in Monaco.
Yeah, definitely not. Hopefully his AI doesn't do anything stupid here because Echo Alex is coming down.
Yeah, his AI seems to be coming out on track.
Hopefully he's just...
No, it's disappeared.
Yeah, it is, thank God. Back in DRS is based, by the way. This is crazy.
Yeah, they're just...
one good lap, one bad lap.
Mm-hmm.
But the tires overheat like crazy around Monaco. Like they hit like 110 most corners. So it's kind of maybe Echo Alex was just having a few cool down laps and a few push laps.
Echo Alex is on 1 lap fresher tires as well, so that's gonna help him even more. And I think Giants fan will be quite happy the way it's going right now with both McLarens.
Oh yeah.
On the podium.
Here we've got a big train mod on the fresh mediums, stuck behind the 2 Alfa Romeos. He'll be looking to get a move on. The Great Wall of Alfa Romeo here. Body damage, there's no point. Still, never retire. That is quite unfortunate. I wonder... Yeah, that is unfortunate. In Monaco sometimes it's very rarely to get body damage, as Dan has binned it.
And he's done that after the Nova chicane.
Here comes BK.
I'm wondering if there's any contact there, because that's an odd place to lose it just by yourself.
He was with Henry. I don't think they were close enough. I can't remember.
But no safety car for that one. So we stay on the green flag running, as CJ
the only thing
is...
I could think of is he lost the left tire on, the corner for Newville. And then the car has just went straight on. Oh, the Williams had a little look at CJ too.
Yeah, and Mod almost had a look at Sharky there. Everyone is getting feisty now that we're getting into the ladder stages.
Sacco is just leading this train. CJ is right on the back of them. Oh no.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit impatient because he's been looking for moves.
I have to keep an eye on this for the past 2 or 3 laps. He's taking the wider line, trying to carry a bit more speed, put a bit more pressure on. It's a good enough exit. It's better than most exits.
This Mark goes right into rest gas. Yeah, there's just not really anything the drivers can do to improve their position once you're stuck behind a car, and the car just defends well.
Yeah, I felt like that today. Maybe Nader did a fantastic
Oh!
job. Oh, CJ.
I think
Look at that. He's still got it. He's driving a tank too. Not no damage or nothing.
I just think that's a little bit of a lag issue.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I think if he actually went into the wall that way, he would have been dead.
Here we go. Mod has to do it. Oh, it does it. Mod, come on. You know you want to, Mod.
You've got to dive up the inside there. Even if it's just for the content.
If I was a head steward, I'd do it. Who's gonna tell me otherwise?
I make the calls around here, I won't get a penalty.
As Monaco is right again, the double Alpine disappointment. I'm not gonna. I do feel bad for Dan. But Dan and AK, both 2 weeks in a row, they looked very, very quick. They just need to catch a break and get it, and get going again. Because they could be, well, I don't know. The McLaren boys are looking very quick as one of the Alphas box. Jacobson's probably not too happy about that.
Mod has dropped off the back of the Alpha.
Sharky pitted.
Oh yeah, wait,
So
that's true.
this is the second Alpha now, and he's right back up on the gearbox.
Oh, he gets very close around the outside. No.
Very good from Jacobson. Go on, do it.
Come on. Ah.
We shouldn't be promoting this behaviour.
I mean, we want a little bit of action, don't we?
CJ on the back of Sacco still. He's just lifting. He's being. See, this is why CJ was the Tier 4 champ. He's very smart. He's lifting before these braking zones, and he's just taking his time. He did get very unfortunate in Brazil as well. So he takes a wide line for the last corner. And it's the same as Mod. Sacco just seems to get a fantastic, as Sharky is out, and that is an RVSE.
Yeah, that's at the Nova chicane.
Gary straight into the pits.
It's BK. Oh no, BK probably wouldn't pit as he just did.
Let's take a look, see, would anyone consider, if anyone's being held up right now, CJ wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe pit. A fresh set of mediums, it would set him back quite a few positions.
I think at the moment it's just stay where you are and see if the driver in front makes a mistake.
Yeah, quite a few of these did save softs as well, like you were saying, so... I'm going to take a look here, Race Director, and I'm going to view the lap times. Wow.
Well, one man that's doing an amazing job right now as well is Ketchen, who's been let through by Panju at the start of the race,
Yeah,
and has been since been running in P4. As Sacco Lactaco gets a drive through.
No, Sacco. I am on looking at
And he pits. Sacco pits.
Ego Alex has been doing ridiculously consistent lap times. All in the mid-13s he's been doing consistently in the hards.
Well, I'm quite curious to see what pace CJ has got right now, as he's now in clear air.
He does, yes. Well, Sacco had well, no, he did have the drive-through, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's actually, he's probably buzzing. CJ is probably absolutely buzzing.
I mean, I would be too if I was him.
See how much faster his next few laps are.
Oh, Mott made a move down into Mirabeau. I just caught the end of that.
I wonder now, will Henry have a little look too?
He's literally pushing him around the corner.
Go for it, Henry. Go on, Henry.
Go on, boy.
Oh, he's
Oh, he is.
Oh, he's
Oh,
let him
and
pass.
contact.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, an A+ for effort.
Yeah. Very respectful just to let him pass.
And
Hopefully he doesn't
CJ
have any damage.
absolutely has the pace. Drop Punju by 2 seconds in 1 lap.
Was Punju in the back of CJ?
He was.
Oh my god.
Because they were a little trained with Sacco, and then Sacco pitted.
Yes.
Oh, Punju's clipped the wall. Well, his wing looks to be intact. So it's gonna it has to be the slightest damage ever. The only battle on track we currently have is Henry and Jacob and Ketchen and Speedy.
I do feel bad for Henry. Henry is only new to the steering wheel, like I said last week, and Monaco is not a nice. It's not a nice one.
It's not a nice one if you're just trying to get used to your equipment, as it is a very tough, demanding track, and you have to focus every single second of the way.
Quite a few lock-up zones too. You can lock up very, very easily. Even the tier 1 guys, they lock up like crazy. And there's Henry's 3 seconds.
I was literally just about to say he's looking quick, but
Maybe too quick.
a little bit too quick for his own good.
Kitchen still ahead of Speedy.
Yeah, and Speedy also has a penalty. A 3 second.
Fantastic recovery from Speedy though. Very good recovery drive from the first few laps.
Yeah, nothing short of amazing, that comeback drive.
Well, so far. So far.
So far, it could all turn to tears within the next 8 laps.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw tier 6 Sitar. Sitar got spun, I believe, at the end of Raskas.
I did see Sitar lost her wing on lap 1 and was then all of a sudden 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, she got spun and she was sat right here where the Red Bull is, and it was completely sideways, blocking the full track, and I was just thinking, oh god, please don't be me. Just today, that is the last thing I need, is a car spun on track. And that's what Normbash in my tier as well. I turned the corner up Casino and I had a Ferrari looking at me, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
anything could happen.
Anything can happen. After a safety car, I went around turn 1, around Senderva, and all of a sudden I saw my teammate blocking the road. So
Yeah.
that was quite scary. Luckily, I was able to go through.
This is Henry is still on the back of Jacobson. He does have much older tires, as we said, but I don't know where he's going to potentially look for a move.
Yeah, Henry does look just a little bit stuck behind MB Jacobson.
Yeah, so CJ's laps on behind who was it? Sacco was 15.5, 15.5, 15.2, and now he is 14.7, 14.7.
Yeah, somebody who's gaining a little bit of pace is Punju, because he's closing. Oh no, he's at the wall.
He has indeed. Oh.
Never mind, Punju.
I think is that end plate on? Yeah, he's got both end plates.
It was a hefty hit. Well, Williams making very durable front wings then.
Has got the gap down the beast, by the way. There's another penalty for my little Pookie Bear Henry.
Yeah, Process right on the back of Beast. It can't be the... well, maybe it is the tires, because Beast is one lap all the tires, but I won't assume it is. Maybe Beast has lost a little bit of front wing, perhaps. Gonna have to wait for a good shot.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, he has. Oh, I wonder what he's gonna do. Has he got? I don't think he's got a fresh set of softs. If I remember checking the race director,
I wouldn't pit either way because you're just gonna lose so many positions. So we have a yellow in sector
Mercedes
2.
That's
That's Henry.
I think Henry did the same thing Dan did. Yep.
Yep. And I
That is
have to assume that is with contact.
That is the one place.
Oh, Process gets past Beast! I've just seen that.
I just caught the tail end of it.
Same.
I think Beast is happy enough to let him past. I mean, he knows he's got damage.
Yeah.
Just focus on pitting in laps and hopefully Ketchin doesn't catch in time.
I was about to say, if Ketchin can now just put his head down and get some amazing laps in, he could get podium here, but 6 seconds is the gap.
He's gaining by the corner. Oh
6 seconds is the gap. He needs 3.2 seconds to gain. He needs to be within 3 seconds to get a podium. This is gonna be basically the battle till the end of the race now, if Ketchin can get a podium or not.
Oh, Ketchin has just hit the wall. No damage. Brought the gap up to 6-3. Only 3-second pen for Besto.
Yeah, I don't know on how many warnings he is, but if he gets another pen, then it's gonna look very dire. But right now, he's actually increasing the gap on Ketchin, even with a broken front wing.
Is that true from what Jim just put in the chat? That's kind of crazy if that's true.
Three races in a row, a 1-2 finish, different teams. Okay. Well, in Tier 5, Alpha got 1 and 2. I don't know who got 1 and 2 in Tier 6.
Or my race, maybe?
I don't know who got 1 and 2 in Tier 4.
That's something I should probably know.
Given that you've just driven it, yes. Alpine was Tier 4.
Yes, Alpine, it was Alpine.
And here in Tier 3 it's going to be McLaren if both drivers keep it clean. But I have to assume Ketchin has some sort of damage because he's losing. He's lost a second and a half since we've last checked up on him.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I have to assume he's got some damage.
Does he have damage now? Maybe did he? No, he's still got. But oh, I wonder what happened. Maybe side pod damage.
They're both on the hards and they're both 22 laps old. Oh, there goes Speedy. Just back out of it, catch him, back out of it. Don't.
Now, was there damage involved there? Yeah, Speedy has lost an end plate.
Ketchin still has both of his end plates.
This is fantastic for CJ, by the way. CJ is...
It's allowed him to catch up beautifully.
And he's in the 3 seconds of Speedy too. I mean, I assume, no, doesn't matter. I was going to say Speedy might hit, but way too late. There's no point.
Yeah, but if I was catching it, I would have just backed out since Speedy had a penalty.
Well, Speedy's got a penalty. Ketchin might get a penalty for that.
Yeah,
he has completely lost the wing now. The damage is too much for Speedy. I think he might have to pit here.
Oh, it's either that or he's got to try and hold up the two drivers behind. I respect the play. I respect the play. It's a difficult place to overtake.
I reckon Ketchin's going to get him in T1 here. Just on the exit. No. This is going to be so scary watching these guys.
Yeah, well, I can't. I just have to assume Ketchin is. Oh no! Yeah, Ketchin.
And CJ goes through. Patience, Ketchin. You knew he had a broken wing. Mod got tangled up in that too, I think. Oh, that sucks. Our Mod was prepared for it. He was slowed down big time.
I think Mod has got away from that unscathed, as he has still both got his end plates.
And he is quite far back, yeah, from Ketchin. I think Mod just slowed down heavily, thinking, oh god,
He sees a yellow flag into that part of the track, and he's like, no, thank you very much.
It does look like a 1-2 is signed and sealed here so far, though. Fantastic. Alex, he deserves this, especially after last week.
Yeah, he's led every single lap of the race.
Yeah. Has it? Wow, that's absolutely crazy. That's some Max Verstappen stuff. I expect most races, Alex is going to be pitting this sort of...
I mean, after Brazil, this is a statement from Alex.
Well, to be fair, Process is right up on the back of them now. He is within 1 second in and out.
Yeah, but I think Echo is just...
Yeah, he's doing what he did with Beast, potentially.
Yeah, just chilling, just making sure he doesn't crash, making sure...
By the way, CJ has taken his mediums. It's going to be 25 laps, 26 after the last.
Well, Punju and KDM are on even older tires. They're both on 25 laps right now, so that'll be 27. Speedy still stayed out without his win.
Did he? Ketchen gets a 3 seconds. Oh, Ketchen had such a good race too, man.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for him. Means he's gonna lose just 1 position.
More on the back. Sorry.
Echo Alex has either got a problem or really backing off.
Ketchen has either... Oh no, Ketchen. There you go, okay. Ketchen has split Mod and Punju past.
Yeah, I think Ketchen is now returning the favour to Punju.
Yeah.
Trying to hold up the guys behind.
As I think BK has potentially given up. Ooh, big moment. BK was just chilling around in 5th gear there for the entire lap.
Just trying to bring it home.
Yeah.
As Echo Alex, I didn't even realize we were on the last lap. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're that far ahead.
Echo Alex takes P1. Process takes the 1-2 for McLaren. Beast takes P3. CJ is gonna take P4.
Fantastic drive from CJ. Mod too, another good drive from Mod.
Yeah, P5. Punju in P6. Ketchen in P7. KDM in P8. Jacobson.
Penalty will come in though for Jacobson.
Yep. Jacobson will take P8 away from KDM, and Gary will round out the top 10 with Speedy in 11th, Sacco in 12th. And BK in 13th.
There we are, fantastic.
And there we go. That is Monaco in Tier 3. Driver of the day goes to KDM according to the game. Would you agree with that?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious it has to be Echo Alex. That is ridiculous to turn up to Monaco and lead every single lap. That is crazy. That is very, very, very impressive.
Very impressive, and just how comfortable he was just slowing his pace down. So he let his teammate catch up and go across the line nose to tail.
Yeah, it was never ever in doubt. CJT, I'm really impressed with CJ. Obviously the 1-2 is fantastic. And I'm very disappointed in the Alpines. I think the Alpines were very close today for a big finish. Yeah,
well, Punju and Ketchum also did a great drive today, getting double points for the Williams boys. Also double points for the AlphaTauri boys with P5 and P9. And yeah, that's going to be Tier 3. Let's get the guys in for the interviews.
I will not be here for interviews. I have to dip straight away. I did come home from work and just race straight away, so I got my dinner waiting on me.
hope you don't mind, Dutchy.
No, of course not. You
Can't starve me.
you go enjoy your meal. You've deserved it.
Okay. Right, I'll see you next week, Dutchy.
See you next week for China, that is, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Uh, yes, see you later, mate. Actually, I just realized I can't do interviews either. So there will be no interviews, unfortunately, this week. I'm so very sorry. I've lost my bearings here, I'm very sorry. Yeah, there will be no interviews this week, unfortunately. We will be back with them hopefully next week in China. But yeah, that's been Monaco. Tier 2 should be live right now, and yeah, I've been Dutchy, that has been Tilla, that has been Tilla, and next week, see you until next week.